Hey everyone, it's Rena from Rena Davis Wellness, and I suspect a lot of people are back to work now. It's January 3rd, and you might be feeling like, I don't want to be at work now. I had a nice break and I want the break to go on forever. So anyways, I thought that I would bring you a few stretches that you can do at your desk today, and any day, of course. I hope that you do stretches all the time. That would be fabulous. Anyway, so to start, of course, we get super tight through the neck and the tops of the shoulders when we're sitting at a desk doing a lot of typing. We tend to be very round in our shoulders when we're in this kind of, forward motion. We do this when we drive. We do this all the time. We're constantly rounding forward. I have a bat shirt on. It looks funny. Anyway, so one of the things that you can do is simply to open up your chest. You can open your chest just by drawing back through the shoulders. You can drop the head back as well if that feels good. You want to make sure that your vertebra can support that in the upper part of your spine, in that cervical spine. So opening up through the chest, popping through the chest, really allows those shoulders to open. While you're sitting there, you could also take your hands behind your back and open this way so that you're, again, maybe dropping the head back, pulling the shoulder blades toward each other on the back, and getting those nice long deep breaths through the whole entire lungs. So as you breathe, speaking of breathing, make sure that you're really opening through the whole upper cavity, so to speak. So you're getting your full lung capacity. So you're breathing in as if you're filling up a water bottle, taking the air into the bottom of the lungs. As you do that, try to expand through your belly, expand through your rib cage and your chest. So you're kind of moving up, if you can picture that water bottle filling from the bottom up. So air comes in, and then of course we exhale, the belly contracts as you exhale, pulls the rib cage in, and your chest will naturally contract. So think about when you're breathing to do that not only in the front part of your body, but through the sides of your body and the back body. Remember, you have ribs in the back too. Use them. Start to expand in all four sides of the body as you breathe. So that's step one, just getting that opening in the chest, getting that nice breath work in. Step two, of course, everybody knows, dropping ear to shoulder. Make sure that when you do that, that your ear is going toward your shoulder. It's not going down here, it's not back here, it's right toward the shoulder. You're opening up through the neck here and the top of the shoulder. So as you do that, I want you to think about taking this top ear and maybe lifting it just a little bit higher toward the ceiling, and you're going to find that you make a little more length. To get just a little bit deeper into this, you can wrap this arm around your back. You could even come over and hold the opposite arm. And again, open through the chest, open those shoulders. It's so important to get this part of your body open, and hold there. Those nice long breaths, expanding all four sides once again. And then when you release, you can come around with your arm, come back to seated, and then you can of course do that on the other side. If you grabbed the arm the first time, grab it the second time, open the chest up, and ear to shoulder, thinking about that top ear lifting toward the ceiling, just that little bit more to get more length through the spine, or sorry, not the spine, through your neck and your trapezius muscles in the top part of your shoulder there. Breathing deeply. So many of us have the urge, we think that we need to fold in more, but typically that's not the case. We need to build more strength through those muscles that are right between your shoulder blades, those rhomboid muscles, and we need to open up our chest. So our chest typically gets contracted. We get a little tight through the chest, and those back muscles get loose. That's part of why we're rounding forward a lot. Another thing that you can do right at your desk is to take one leg, place it over your opposite leg. This foot right here, I don't know if you can see my foot very well, is staying flexed. That's going to protect this knee from going out of alignment, which of course is going to protect that knee joint. So you can hold this foot flexed and just take that pose just like so. It's going to stretch out through your hip a bit, also an important area, and through your glutes. And if it feels like this isn't anything for you, you could always fold into it just until that point where you start to meet resistance, and then hold there. And if that releases, and it may not, then you go a little bit deeper, and you're thinking about just going that tiny bit deeper each time. So only that little bit, of course, keeping this foot flexed still. And hold for up to a couple of minutes if you like, depending on how much time you have. And then, of course, other side, foot flexed. You might find one side of the body completely different from the other side. I'm always tighter on my left side. And again, if it feels good to fold, then you just fold until you meet that resistance. Then you stop, you breathe. You breathe into it. Always breathe into it. That breath is bringing in fresh oxygen. Fresh oxygen means that you're bringing in healing, right? That's what helps you to heal, getting that oxygen. And then coming back up once again. If you're feeling a little bit stressed, one way to deal with stress is to fold inward. So you could just fold forward and take your hands down and drop your head and just hang there. Of course, another way is to do a standing forward bend. So you could stand up, then you're getting that opening through the back of the legs, which is in one of those areas that gets tight when we sit a lot. And if you're coming into a standing forward bend at your desk, you're just standing up. You're going to keep your hips stacked over your ankles. Your shoulders are over your hips to begin. And then you start to fold. You tighten up through the abdominal muscles. No change through the legs or back as you fold into that position. And you only go as far as feels good for your body. My knees are soft here as I fold into that. So those are just a couple of quickie stretches that you can do. There's a ton more that you can do, but that's all I'll share with you today. I hope that you are staying stress-free for your new year, that you're, going to smash your goals this year. I hope you have goals this year, and I bid you farewell today. I will see you soon. Thank you for joining me in this short little video.